Um, my name is Caleb Kotai, and this is a program overview of my Escape the Room game, which I'm doing as no, which I'm doing as an extra credit task for my computer science degree at Deakin University. So the program that I'm going to be showing off is a version 2.0 to a task I did earlier in the trimester that was basically it was a fully console text adventure where you inserted numbers to the console which aligned with specific actions you can take. But I've recently made changes to the thing, to the program, so that it's just a little bit better. There are still things that I am looking to add, but currently I have it at a point that I'm fairly happy with. So to begin, you enter the name of your character, and then you will be greeted with a with a little title screen that I made. Uh, while that's going, here you can see instructions for the game. It tells you to use your arrow keys to move the character, and when you hover over an object, you can hit space and interact with it, and I had access your inventory. So, to give that a go, if we move over here to the table, we're given opportunities to look at the table, attack the table, or use the table. You can see that it's it's worked because we were overlapping with the table. So if we wanted to say use the table, um, there is porridge on the table, so you can hit yes. And you lose 5 health, which is shown up here, along with the rest of the character statistics. And if you look over here, the porridge on the table has been eaten. So if we want to interact with the table again, we can of course look at the table, where it just tells you information about the table, but we can also attack the table, which kicks the table over. Over here is the window that we can interact with. We can try to look out the window, um, but we're currently not able to do that because the windows are boarded up. So if we were to interact with the window again and attack said window, you rip the boards off the window, and as you can see, they're drawn into the room. So if we try to look at the window again, it gives you a different option. Now if we try to interact with the door to try and leave the room, of course, if we try to use the door, it tells us that the door is locked and we need a key to get through. To actually get the key, come over to the mat, and you just use the mat, and that gives you the key, and it lifts the mat up because, as it described, you kind of flip the mat over. And then now to actually use the key to unlock the door, you hit I to access your inventory, and then you type in the name of the item you want to use, which is key, which unlocks the door. So now if we go over here to use the door, and we hit free, we are outside, where there is a man waiting for us. We can fight the man, or we can actually go back inside and re-lock the door if we wanted to. So now if we try to leave again, we can't. So I just thought that was an interesting thing. So if I want to re-leave, there we go, use the door. So we're back at it again. And if we want to, like, defeat the man, we have to go up to him, and we can look at the man, of course, and we can attack the man, or we can use the man. If I were to try to use the man, he punches me in the face. So I'm just gonna try to attack the man. When you attack the man, it generates a random number between 2 and 5 to deal damage, and it does the same for him. And as you can see, my health has been taken away. So I'm gonna just keep attacking the man. Oh, also, I don't know if I pointed this out earlier, but when you So when you pick up a new item, it shows up in your inventory tab up here, which is fun, you know. I don't think I'm gonna win this fight, honestly. Oh, I could. You never know. No. Okay, I've, as you can see, I've been killed by the man, but that's okay. And that's the end of the game. So the program is split into essentially 5 parts. There's the main program file, the game file, the player file, stage 1 and stage 2. The main program file is where the program is run from. It initializes the variables for all of the necessary files, starts playing the game music, and begins the necessary while loops that actually, plays the game. The starting tile loop occurs first, before the game checks what stage the player should be in, either the main room or outside, and then it runs the associated loop with either. The player.cpp and header file have been expanded pretty fast since the last version of the game, with the header file now containing data for the player's coordinates and their sprite, and the .cpp file now containing procedures to draw the player onto the screen at their coordinates, as well as a procedure to check the inputs controlling the player's movement. The game file and its header use the data stored in the player file to store functions and data used to run the game, such as the action enum and functions, and the procedures to interpret user actions, check the player's inventory for specific items, write the player's inventory out onto the console, as well as their character sheet. These functions can be called by any level/area in the program. It also now stores data pertaining to the opening and running of the title sequence, and it contains the procedure to draw out the HUD, using information stored in the player file. Next is Stage 1, or the main room. This file contains the data pertaining to level-specific data and actions. It uses functions from the game file and the player file to interpret user actions. It checks to see if the player is touching any of the items in the room, and then sees if the player has hit spacebar. If so, it writes out the text onto the console, asking the player what action they would like to perform on the item. The program then undergoes the result of the action. Lastly is Stage 2, or Outside, where the player is confronted with an enemy. The player can attack the enemy, doing a random amount of damage between 2 and 5, which sparks a counterattack from the enemy, which does the same. This continues until either the player or the enemy have health equaling, less than or equal to 0. At which point, depending on the outcome, the player either wins or loses. The player can do other actions other than attacking, however doing so will probably occur an attack from the enemy. The player is also now able to re-enter the room that they had previously exited.